Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another interesting episode. And for a surprise, we have got Mkoma Emmanuel Mberi. We actually featured him on the episode that we did at his rural homestead, where he was showing us the farming projects that he's doing. Barugurima soya beans, a crop which he assured us that is going to come out well and is going to get a readily available market. And we wish him the best. Today we have invited him to the studio. You have heard a lot about who he is, how he was raised, his beliefs, his motivation, and a whole lot of don. Today is just a quick episode where we are looking at some of the issues that are more important to farming rather than just his personal. Mkoma, Morise.
Yes, thank you so much, Mkoma Zigo, for inviting me to your podcast. For the first time, I am so excited.
You're so excited?
Yes.
Yes, you're the first farmer who has actually come to our studio, who is actually sitting in the studio. All of the farmers that we do them from the field, from the ground.
So I'm the first farmer here.
Yeah, the first, you're the pioneer.
Okay, yeah, I'm the pioneer. I normally lead and others, they do follow.
Yes.
Yes.
So one of the questions that people were asking after the episode that we actually did was, what lessons did you learn in farming so far? And what advice would you want to give those who are inspired?
Yeah, there's a number of lessons that I did learn so far in farming. Like I said before, that experience is the best teacher. You get more experience by doing the thing. So one of the most important thing I learned is, if you work hard, you get reward.
If you work hard,
you get reward. Yes, that is the very first thing. Then the other thing, sacrifice. If you are to venture into farming, you have to sacrifice everything for it. Also, I learned that
sacrifice anything?
Almost all.
Everything.
Yes. Then there's this thing we call perseverance. It's needed in farming.
What is perseverance?
You know, there's a time that you pass through difficult moments. You need to be patient. You need to push through those difficult moments in farming. Yes. There's a need for acceptance in case of drought. Those are things that we cannot control. It's beyond our control. You might face drought. You might face hailstorm. You have to accept.
You have to accept.
Because those things are beyond your control.
In accounting, we used to call it acts of God.
Yes.
You are not responsible for the acts of God.
Yes, you are not responsible. Those things belongs to God. Yes. Then the most important thing or lesson is no to self-on farming.
What is self-on farming?
Self-on farming is whereby one does have a farm and he put people there to work in that farm whilst he's doing something somewhere else. You'll be giving, or you'll be telling your people what to do through the cell phone. You'll be somewhere else, not at the farm. That is a great recipe for disaster in farming.
Yes.
We don't do cell phone farming. If you are to do farming, you must be there.
You must be on the ground.
You must be on the ground.
Full time,
making proper decisions.
So we can call it also side hustle farming.
Yes, you come up with the correct word. No to side hustle farming. Yes. Let me say, if one wants to venture into farming, don't let the fear of failure be greater than excitement of winning.
Don't let the
fear of failure be greater than excitement of winning. What I'm saying is, we are all in the middle of writing our own stories. Each and everyone is in the middle of writing a story. The more epic, the worse the monster, the more epic the story is. You either come up with an epic story or an epic outcome, but both mean you win. May your desire be greater than your obstacles.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are quotes, great quotes, relevant quotes. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So don't put fear ahead. You must be excited with the outcome, even when you're not there. You're not yet there. You are doing something. Then you already put yourself into a pool of fear. Then obviously you lose it. You fail it. Yes, that's one of the advice I might give to someone who wants to venture into farming. Yeah.
Okay, Pachinime. Okay. So one would ask.
Yes.
Do you socialize or meet or share notes with other farmers, whether small scale farmers, peasant farmers, or large scale farmers?
A lot. Almost every day.
Almost every day.
I mix and mingle. Like I said, I fully committed myself into farming. I fully committed myself into farming, and everything that I do is in a farming mkati. Yes.
So now you are the one who got the chance or the opportunity to be on a podcast, probably, which is going to be watched by a lot of people.
Yes.
They would want people to know what challenges farmers are facing in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, we do have a number of challenges that we are facing as farmers. The very challenge I can say is, the issue of kwempanje in this country. The license, in order for you to get a license you need $50,000 American dollars.
50,000 for you
to be able
to farm weed.
To farm marijuana in Zimbabwe. Now the thing is, those who can afford to get 50,000 American bucks are not interested in farming. Those who are interested in farming, those who are interested in farming marijuana, they cannot afford 50,000. That is the best challenge that we are facing as farmers.
Yes.
The license is too high.
The licenses.
We cannot afford.
Okay.
So if they can try to make it affordable to smallholder farmers, that will be okay. That will be enough. Or I suggest if they can allow us to do marijuana on certain terms and conditions, not based on license.
Okay.
You get my point. There is this guy from Nyanga. He was arrested previous in a couple of weeks. Akarima 237 plants of marijuana without license. If someone akarima 237 plants of marijuana,
it means
he's no longer a guma. It's a lot. So they arrested him because akadzirima without license. I suggest instead of them arresting him, they were supposed to offer him a license, to give him a license and a land, so that he can maximize in the farming of marijuana.
They were supposed to empower him.
Yes, they were supposed to empower him, because already he showed us his talent. He can do it better, but he don't have the license and land. You see, so by arresting him, wakadzura mbanje dzacho, you see, wakatoraya business.
Yes.
So that's one of the challenges we are facing as farmers. Then the other challenge is pama markets patinotengesera our product, be it macarons, cucumbers, what. Apana order. If they do all towns and cities of Zimbabwe what they did ku Mbare Musika hub, that would be good. You cannot fill kuva neconfidence uchienda kundotengesayo products pazvinhu zvakangoita zvimaplastic zvakakomberedzwa. You see, hey man, zvine kaudisorder kazvinazvo. What if they upgrade all market hubs munyika? Zvakangoita like what they do pambare musika. Vanoitawo izvozvo kune mamwe ma-towns and cities atinawo here in what? Here in Zimbabwe. That thing boosts our confidence as farmers. The other challenge that we are facing, ukandotengesa your staff ku-GMB, kudura renyika. The period that it takes for them to pay you, man, dzimwe nguva unenge uine ma-expenditures anoda kumita. You know, you ended up wakutengesa mombe. Dzichakubatsira futi pa-next season. Yobva yawa a challenge. So vanotora nguva kubhadhara varimi. Sometimes wakakubhadhara mari iyoyo haiuyi ka1. Inoya iri muzvi half. You see, sometimes main challenge ndekuti vanogona kubhadhara mari idzodzo mvura yatonaya. Ma-price ema-inputs already anenge atokwira. Ukuzviona saka haukwanisi kuseva, haukwanisi kubudgeta. Unongogara vakarohwa nema-prices. Then another thing, GMB kana iri kubhadhara ma-farmers, they must use current currency iri mu-circulation. Not kuti in circulation there is American bucks. Then they pay you using Mazig or Manostro asiri mu current circulation. Meaning to say, kana mari yangu yangeri kufana kuita 5,000 American bucks. Ndo ibhadharwa in Nostro. Ndofana kuenda kubank. Ndondorwa nema-rates. Haichabudi yawa 500 American. 5,000 American. Yakubuda yakana 3,000. Yakato short. You see?
Okutokwereta kuti ikwani.
Saka vanofana kutipa mari iri mu-circulation. Mazuva iyayo. Kana kuri kutenderera ma-US. We need those American dollars. You see? Yes. That's the other challenge yatiri kufesana nayo. Nyaya yatiri kusangana futi nayo is smallholder farmers. Like me myself, intoda kurima 24/6. Every season, the raining season and off season, but yes. But sometimes atina zvikwanisiro. Like my irrigation, unofana kurima off season, uchishandisa ma-irrigation. Sometimes atina. So if the state together with the Department of Farming vakapindira vakatipawo zvikwanisiro zvinoita kuti tikwanise kurima throughout the year, ipapo I think vanenge vaadressa ma-challenges atiri kusangana nawo as farmers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Emmanuel says that if the states can intervene and help them, vanenge vabatsira. Is that all the help that you need from the states?
No. You know, we need state intervention. Companies are not certifying my seeds. Nema companies are not gazira my fertilizers. If they subsidize them, we can be able to get my inputs at affordable prices. Like now, someone might need to venture into farming, but then capital yaanenge achida inogona kuwa high yekuti akwanise kutenga ma inputs. You see, zvoworesa umwe munhu wototi 5,000 ndokunotenga kana ka pro box. Tato shaya umwe munhu angada kuya kujoina kufarming. So if they subsidize those companies and a Seedco and a K2 and a what, they can be able to provide them seeds at affordable prices.
Yes. And then we've got a disease right now which is called drug abuse in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
And the governments and almost every responsible citizen or organization, they are looking for ways day and night to end drug abuse. Does farming impact drug abuse in any way?
Yes, I can say yes. There is a lot that we can do to curb the effects of drugs using farming as a tool. Let's say, according to my understanding, the reason why nyaema yekutorwa kwezvinodhaka iri kuramba ichiwedzera. It's because we don't have zvekuita. Kana tikawana zvekuita hatigone kupindana netsaona yemadrugs. So zvandofunga kuti zvinogona kuitwa kufarming kupedza dambudziko remadrugs, the state inofana kuti tsvakira zvekuita. Like how? Inofana kubata ma-contract from other countries. Like we specialize kuti togona kuchoose, we can choose 10 or 5 countries dzatovisitira tichitsvaka ma-contract ema-crops atinogona kuasupplya nawo. So like for instance we can go kana kuChina kana kuMalawi. Toti guys, isusu we are from Zimbabwe. Tine a youth empowerment program that we are running. The purpose of this youth empowerment program ndeye kuenda problem yema-drugs munyika. So takatsvaga nzira dzatogona kushandisa kuti tiende kutorwa kwezvinodhaka, tikaona sekuti farming inogona kutibatsira. So tine ma-crops atiri kurima. Tukurima, let's say garlic, let's say soya beans, let's say cotton, let's say tobacco, sugar beans, among others. Then we say, pama crops aya atichange tichispecialize nawo as my youth emuZimbabwe. Pangaito here one crop ya moda kusupply wanesu. You see, if they, for example, choose soya beans, then toenda mu agreement nawo kuti mungade kuti tikusupply nema tons mangani per year. Uye contract yedu ichalasta for how long? Let's say vanogona kubvuma kuti toda 30,000 tons of soybeans per year. That means tavakufanda ma youth, tavakumapa zvekuita.
Yes.
Tomapa zvimari zvekuti vavone kuventure into farming wachirima soybeans. Once dzangoita state yotitengera iyo zvinotengesa kuchini, takwanisa kubata contract tozoti for 5 years.
Yes.
Tine vana wakati one day wari occupied wane something zvekuita. You see, togona kuwana contract yekusupply even kana Malaysia ne huku masaso. Tofuya huku toti munoda how many beds, how many kgs per year. Kungozama kuti my youth awane zvekuita, because kutorwa kwezvinodhaka dzimwe nguva kunogona kuri kushaya zvekuita, wozama kuda kuvhara stress idzodzo nekutora zvinodhaka. Yes.
Ndikubona Mukoma Emmanuel Mukoma Manu. Now, farming wise, or even outside farming, who inspires you?
There is a number of people who inspired me to venture into farming. The very first person is my own Sekuru, the late Sekuru Mbiri. You know, he was a farmer, he was into cotton. The same land that he was using is the same land that I'm using. So, zvinhu zvatakangokura tichiita pamba kuti if you venture into farming haustake zvekudaro. Of course, kutambudzika kune kuripo, but not that much. Haustake that much. Unonga uine pekubata. Haudoni unenge wakarembera. You see, yes, unenge wakarembera. So my Sekuru is the very first person who inspired me. Then there are other people who inspire outside farming, but the way they live. You know, like I said before, that I myself am a Seventh-day Adventist church person. I trust and I believe in God. I follow on Wakati one day. I'll mention 3 guys. The very first person is Prophet Tifredi. That guy is a humble man of God, very humble, a well-disciplined guy. He's just cool. Awana pressure yakawandisa. I like that guy zvakanyanyisa.
Yes.
Ndomfarira because of zvaanoita. The other guy is Leonard Karikoga Jakata.
Okay.
You know, that guy is my homeboy from Rusape. He's a well-disciplined guy. He's a humble guy. He's a cool guy, and he's just cool. And pressure is wakawanda. He's not into violence with people or kumuona pa social media. I know. Then the other guy Say Wicknell. That guy, I cherish him a lot.
Okay.
You know, that guy is rich. Ane zvikwanisiro. Ane cash. But despite all that, kana Friday ikasvika. Anotora gamings rake, otora chibhegi chibheti maya chiya obata tsvimbo oenda kumasuo ekundotsvaga Kristu.
Yes.
You know that level is too much. Kuti asvika kumasuo anogareka pano pari luxury chichi anogara pasi vachirohwa nezuva vachiimba hosana nevamwe. Mazuva ekunamata akasvika ekutsanya vanokwira gomo vachidya maputiri nemvura. Achiita sekuti haana zvikwanisiro but back home firiji yakazara nemagunanzi. You see, so that level inspire. I can compare him with King David. You know, David was a king, akazodzwa kuita mambo ari mwana mudiki. But at young age aita mambo aiwane zvikwanisiro. He had gold, silver, army and everything. But pana Psalms 84 verse 10 anoti zuva rimwe chete ndiri pawashe dzaJehovha rinopfuura mazuva mazhinji. Zviri nani kuva murindi pasuo retemberi raJehovha pakugara mutendere wakaipa. David was like, inini ndinogona kutosiya zveumambo izvi ndikauya kuzoita zvekunamata. The same thing let me try to be short na Jacob paanoblesswa nababa vake in many ways. Jacob akudzoka kuzosangana nebrother yake paanosangana neangel wakaita mutsimba wachirwa. When he said paakadiscovered this is an angel I'm fighting, he said I will never let you go until you bless me. My question is, what kind of blessing dzaidiwa naJacob iye anga akablesswa nababa wake in many ways kusvikira big brother yake payakadzoka kaichiti mundara ndauya maropafadzo, mundara akati maropafadzo ese adi aenda, meaning to say akapiwa ropafadzo dzese nababa wake. But when he met an angel he said I will never let you go until you bless me. In other words, he was saying kuwana zvikwanisiro usina Kristo it's nothing. So paanoita zvekunamata Mwari, he's saying kunyangwe ndiri mbinga but still kana ndisina Christ muupenyu wangu. So that guy say Wicknell anondi inspire. That's why you see ndichiti I work 24/6. Zuva rekuchechi ndiri kuchechi, hatishandi, hazvichinje izvozvo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Emmanuel Mberi, a farmer based in Rusape, Kwachiduku. He's farming soya beans and his story is inspiring. We'll put a link of the initial video that we did at the ground and you watch it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. for inviting me.